Hey guys, my name is Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kelsey and I own a shop called Jolie Design. It is an art print and stationery company. So I make things like you can kind of see here. I also make things like this. But today we're actually going to be talking about this thing in the corner. You can kind of see. Basically, I want to make this because I have been looking for weeks to try and organize my space better. If you've seen the video before this, you would have seen me trying to organize just bits and pieces of my studio, and I finally decided I wanted something like a pegboard that would really just keep all the things I need to grab and that always kind of end up on my desk. So I went to YouTube, as you do, to go and see how to even do this, and there really wasn't that many videos about how to put up a pegboard, so I decided to make one for you since I've now done it and I kind of understand what's going on. So the material that you're going to need for this is 1, a pegboard. They come in multiple colors. For me personally, I wanted a white one. 2, you're going to need 2 boards. For me, mine was 4/8 by 3.5 by 4. I will say that instead of the 3.5, if I could have gotten a 1.5 or a 2, that would have probably been perfect, because you can't use the holes that the board is covering, clearly. So if you want to be able to use as many holes of your pegboard as possible, doing a smaller width board is really good. Lengthwise, I needed 4 feet because my board is 4 feet. So either like a 3.5, 4 foot for my particular size pegboard was perfect. I happened to find 4, which was great. It's just the width was a little bigger than I wanted, but not the end of the world. There is about 4 holes going down from the top and then 4 holes from the bottom up that I can't use, but honestly that's not that big of a deal. My board overall is very large, which you will see in a second, the entire thing, and you'll see it's a very large surface, so I'm not losing anything by not having those 4 at the top and 4 at the bottom. The third thing you're going to need, or at least I say you need them, is a leveler to make sure that all of your things are good. It's the worst case scenario that you hang up this thing and it's like crooked. That's not fun. So a leveler is really good. Also, if you needed a stud finder, it's very, very important that you put these 2 boards drilled into studs. The pegboard may not be heavy, the boards themselves may not be heavy, but once you start hanging things from the pegboard, depending on what you're hanging, it's going to get quite heavy. So it's very good to have them drilled into studs. So a stud finder is also something I would definitely recommend. You are also going to need screws. For me, we quite got lucky because I just happen to have a lot of screw packets around. I do one-off little projects, so I end up with just like extra screws. We happen to have ones that were perfect in length. You need them to be able to go through your board and into the drywall and then into the stud, as well as you need one that can drill into your pegboard and not just go through the hole and let the pegboard fall. So something that the head of the nail is big enough for the hole, just barely bigger than the hole of the pegboard, but also ones that are long enough that it can go through the board and then through your drywall and into the stud. Secure. Also, pro tip, so as you can see, Cam screwed in one side, and then you can see me pushing in the middle. Doing that is super important, so you may need an extra person for this, but making sure that middle part is not bowed is really important, making sure it's flush to the wood pieces behind it. That way your board is completely flat, you don't have any kind of bowing of any sort, so when you hang things, it's not going to get all weird. So that part was super important. Once we screwed it in, really it was just decorating time, which is my personal favorite part and the thing I was most excited about. So I ordered a 170 something pack of pegboard organizing stuff from Amazon. I will link it down below. But basically it comes with a little bitty tray, which is super cute. I love these little buckets. They're so cute. I wanted this for sure, and I wanted the long tray. And this is the only set I could find that has that. IKEA also has it if you don't like the black. IKEA has white if that's more your aesthetic. This just for the money, 174 pieces for like 20 bucks. I was just gonna get this. But I really wanted these buckets. These buckets are great for storing stickers, as well as storing the little clips I use to make my notepads. The tray I really wanted for my art supplies. You may have seen I use a piece of tile for my art supplies, so having that there, as well as the little squeegee thing that I use to paint. I love having it right up there. It's super easy. I also have some of my paint hanging, which is very nice, super easy to just see what's happening. So I have paint on the pegboard, and you can see behind me I also have paint right here. It's more of like my colorful stuff. So literally all of my paint is within arm's reach, which is perfect and exactly what I was going for. I also wanted to have this little, I don't even know what it's called, but it's like it's two hooks. It kind of looks like this. I don't know how to describe it. It looks weird. It looks weird. I don't mean it like that. But it's a perfect size to hold my 5x7 prints and the cello bags for them, because I'm always walking. I act like my studio is so big. It's not. I just don't want to walk if I don't have to. But I now have them hanging on the pegboard, and the little hook thing holds them perfectly, so I literally just like reach in front of me if I need a 5x7. It's super easy. I love it. But I wanted that as well. So this set overall was perfect. It was a lot more than I needed to have a lot of extra, which isn't a bad thing, but it's exactly what I needed, and it was a great price. So that's it. I hope that was helpful if you're interested in a pegboard. I personally hate things on my desk. I want just my laptop, and if I'm painting, I want my paint supplies, and I can put it up and away from me and have a just clear desk as much as possible. So organization was super important to me in any space, especially my studio, and having this up here is so great. It's so easy. I'm literally just reaching and I'm grabbing stuff, and I can put back stuff whenever I'm not using it. And it's all there where I can see it. I'm not searching through any of my bins. I'm not searching through the shelves of the bookcase, none of that. So it's super, super nice. I'm so happy I did it. And hopefully this video helped you if you've been kind of thinking about a pegboard but can't really figure out how to make it. I hope this helped. So if you like this video, or if you even lasted this long, like this video. If you want to see more from me, I normally do more studio vlogs and painting and more creative stuff, but you can subscribe. That would be amazing. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer them, so comment down below any questions and I'll be sure to answer them. But other than that, I will see you next week. Bye.